it's kind of interesting because probably we are exposed to these bacteria every day, and if someone doesn't wash their hands in a restaurant, or if you or someone happens to have a bacterial infection and they're treated with an antibiotic, or they go to a walk-in clinic because they had the flu and they were given a steroid shot. You know, through the years, you might not have realized, but you may have had something like this even 5, 10, 15 years ago, and this illness that you had was just a reflection of something that happened a long way ago.
This has been going on a really long time. I mean, the rosacea at 30, and I've actually had asthmatic issues my whole life. I was on birth control pills for 25 years.
Wow,
With the asthma, I have been on antihistamines, and I've been on steroids. So with antibiotics and steroids and birth control, I think those three things over long term also got me in the mess that I was in.
Because with this particular issue and so many people having it, and what I used to do is say, you can either be sick and tired now, be sick and tired in 5 years, be more sick and tired in 10 years, but you're coming back if you don't change your diet. And that's the first thing. I looked at Katie and I said, Katie, are you willing this time to work for it? Are you willing to do something for it? I can't give you a pill. Even if I gave you every holistic pill, every traditional pharmaceutical I could, or Dr. Bradshaw could, then we would not be able to help you like we could whenever you're taking it from the approach of the diet. See, that's the biggie.
And there's three, to me, there's three components. There was the alternative supplements that I took. There was the traditional prescriptions that you wrote for me that I followed. And then also, too, a big part of it is the diet.
Right.
And that was, at first I was a little bit overwhelmed by that. I was like, oh my God, what can I have? What can I eat?
There's a diet component to getting better. I don't care what you're facing out there. There's a diet component in lessening the sugar, eating more fruits and vegetables. Certainly in Katie's condition, we had to restrict wheat and gluten for a while. So, Dr. Bradshaw, do you see this as being a stumbling block for people?
Patients can only do their best, so you have to negotiate sometimes with the patients. You know that.
Well, I don't think with the prescriptions and the alternative supplements, if I didn't do the diet, again, I still felt that was a really big part of it. And to this day, now that I'm through everything, I feel now that with my diet too, that if I start putting refined sugar back into my diet and I start eating things that I shouldn't, I notice that my fatigue level will start coming back in there a little bit, and it's pretty easy to follow the program. So I believe if you know better, you do better. And now that I know, I'm doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, what's happened with Katie, she's had a retest. So she went back to her traditional doctor. She had an inflammation test like the one before. It's 0, folks. The inflammation is 0. And when we retested her on our comprehensive digestive stool analysis, guess what we found? No yeast. Good bacteria is getting higher every day. And she's looking better and better. So, Katie, how do you feel?
Yeah, well, I feel really, really good. When I came to Dr. Bradshaw, I would say my energy level was probably about a 2. And
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
That's pretty low.
It was low. And now I would say it's about a 9.5. I've still got a little bit more work to do, as my results showed.
Yes, it did.
So I don't need traditional medicine, but I am supplementing with my alternative.
You're still doing the probiotics and the
intestinu,
which is helping her gut become more balanced.
Yep. So I feel great. Thank you to the both of you.
Right.
I can't tell you how much I really, really appreciate you, you know, saving my life. So I really appreciate it.
I am thrilled to be here sitting with you two. Totally thrilled to see someone who had the health challenges and the fatigue that you, Katie, had, and you, Dr. Bradshaw, for being who you are, full of passion to see people get better. That is a joy to see that. Katie, I know you must be feeling better, right?
I do. I feel great. And I can't thank the both of you enough. I got a little bit more work to do to feel 1 out of 10 a 10. I feel about a 9.5, so I'm almost there, and I'm actually really happy with a 9.5. But why not go for 10?
And Dr. Bradshaw, this must be why you went to integrative medicine, seeing this type of result.
I see that mainstream medicine isn't always the answer, and I like to see the patients get better.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do. I can see that in the way you approach it, and you just love what you see in the results with people. That's why you do it. That's why we all do it.
I love what I do.
Yeah. Well,
So.
thank you, and thank you so much for both being here today. And Kate.